Okay, so let's just get right into it. What if I told you that you could build a really serious side income just by creating the one thing that pretty much every brand on earth is desperate for right now? I'm talking about short form video, of course. And today, we're going to break down a method to produce it at a scale that is just, well, you'll see. So, the output of this whole system, we're not talking about a handful of clips here and there. We're talking about 100 professional, totally ready to post videos for platforms like TikTok and Instagram. 100. And the time it takes to create that massive package of content? Just 10 hours. No, that's not 10 hours per video. That is 10 hours for the entire batch, all 100 of them. It's kind of nuts. Now for the number that you probably care about the most. That single 10-hour block of work can bring in upwards of $5,000. And look, this isn't some hypothetical number I'm pulling out of thin air. It's a proven, high-value service that people are paying for right now. So, and this is the crucial point, this isn't just a fun theory. This is a real, high-demand service that businesses are actively, even desperately, looking for. We're talking about tapping into a massive and growing market by using the power of AI to work smarter, not harder. And just look at the numbers for a second. The market for this is absolutely exploding. It's growing at 60% every single year. You've got over 2 billion users on TikTok, another 2 billion on Instagram. But here's the kicker. Nearly half of all businesses are outsourcing this exact work. Why? Because they just don't have the time or the skills to do it themselves. And that's exactly where you come in. But you might be thinking, okay, sounds great in theory, but are people actually doing this? Like, for real? Well, let's look at the proof. We're going to check out how real people, some starting from total scratch, have built some serious income with this exact method. So, meet Jessica. She was a marketing assistant, and she had basically zero, and I mean zero, video experience. In her very first month, she pulled in over $3,000. By month 6, working just part-time, she was clearing over $8,000 a month. This just shows you how quickly you can scale this thing up. Now, what's really interesting here is that there are two clear paths to success. On one side, you've got a journey like Jessica's. You start as a beginner, maybe take lower rates on Upwork just to build up some killer reviews, and you focus on broad niches like e-commerce or fitness. But then on the other side, you've got someone like Ryan. He already had a bit of video experience, so he jumped right into these high-value niches like fashion and beauty. And he scaled to $12,000 a month, even faster. The takeaway is super clear. The more you specialize, the more you can charge, period. All right, so you've seen the potential, you've seen the proof that it's real. Now for the good stuff, the core of this whole explainer. The exact step-by-step blueprint for how you can produce 100 videos in just 10 hours. And don't worry, the whole process breaks down into 4 really simple phases. You've got your initial setup, which is super quick. Then, just 1 hour for pre-production, that's where you come up with all the ideas. The big chunk of the work is an 8-hour production sprint. And then you wrap it all up with 1 final hour for captions and optimization. It's just incredibly efficient. And you're probably thinking, okay, this has got to cost a fortune to get started, right? Nope, not even close. Look at this. Your Essential Toolkit costs just $33 a month. That's it. ChatGPT Plus for all your ideas, Canva Pro for graphics, and then the free versions of CapCut for editing and Pexels for stock footage. I mean, for the price of a few coffees, you can literally launch a business that has 5-figure potential. Now, this right here, this is the absolute magic bullet. This is the engine that drives the entire system. This one simple prompt, you feed it into ChatGPT, and it does what would take a human creative team hours, if not days, to accomplish. In just minutes, it spits out 100 distinct, fully fleshed out video ideas. This is how you get that incredible scale. It's a total game changer. Okay, so making the content is one thing, but getting paid and paid well, that's a whole other ballgame. So let's shift gears and talk about how to price this service so you're not just competitive, but you're also incredibly profitable. This chart really breaks it down nicely. For that one package of 100 videos, as a total beginner, you can expect to charge somewhere between, say, $1,400 and $3,500, which is already amazing. But as you build your portfolio and get more experience, that number just jumps dramatically. Advanced creators are charging up to $10,000 for the exact same amount of work. So how do you get to that higher tier? Well, it all comes down to pricing strategically. Yeah, you can use tactics like bulk discounts and tier packages, but the real secret sauce, the thing that turns a freelance gig into a stable business, is prioritizing monthly retainers. That predictable recurring revenue is what it's all about. It lets you stop hunting for one-off projects and start building something real. Okay, you have the method, you know how to price it. Now for the final and maybe the most crucial piece of the puzzle, a clear, no-fluff strategy for finding those first paying clients and building up a full roster. When you're just starting out, this is exactly where you should focus your energy. About half of your leads are probably going to come from a platform like Upwork, where you can actively go hunt for jobs. Another 30% can come from Fiverr, where it's more passive. You build a great profile and the clients come to you. And that last 20%, that's direct outreach to those high-value brands you really want to work with. And this right here just lays it all out for you. Super simple, no guesswork. On Upwork, your goal is to apply to 5 to 10 jobs every single day with a killer proposal. On Fiverr, just focus on creating one single, perfectly optimized gig. That's it. And for direct outreach, start scrolling through Instagram. Find brands that are posting reels, but, they could be doing a lot better. So let's just put it all together. What is the AI Reels hustle, really? Well, it's a service model that's all about leverage. You're using these incredible AI tools to work way more efficiently. You're not trading your time for money in that old linear way anymore. You're using AI to amplify your output, creating huge value for clients in just a fraction of the time. Look, the market is there. The tools are ridiculously affordable. The step-by-step method is laid out right here in front of you. People with no prior experience are already pulling in thousands of dollars a month doing this. The only thing separating you from them is taking that first step. Your first client is out there, waiting. So the only question left is, will you start today?